By then, the empire was a ghost of what it had been. It was terribly weakened, probably fatally weakened, in 1204 by the Fourth Crusade, when they took Constantinople and sacked it, and tore the empire to pieces. So for about a half century, Crusaders ruled in Constantinople, and the Byzantine emperors were off in exile, in Nicaea, actually, and other parts. It was splintered in different fragments.
Crusaders ruled.
Crusaders, yeah, Westerners, French people, pretty much. French
like Templars?
There were some Templars there, but it was mostly French and Italian nobles and the Venetians who were ruling in Constantinople at that time. And they mismanaged the empire very badly. And so when the Byzantine emperors finally came back, recaptured Constantinople, the state never really recovered. It had been terribly weakened by the ordeal. And the Ottomans, who were one of many of these kind of small Muslim potentates who rose on the fringes of the Byzantine world in the 13th century, just kind of found the state ready for the taking. It was only the fact that Constantinople was so impregnable, was so strong, that it lasted as long as it did. It could have fallen a century before. It was, by the time it fell, the Byzantine Empire, the Roman Empire, was just a kind of a few acres around Constantinople and some islands in the Aegean. It was a sad fragment of what it had been.
And at what point did the Vatican become its own thing and like separate off and become its own country?
Well, I mean, most recently, not until like under Mussolini, and they finally established the Vatican as it is now. But before that, the papal states are kind of the origin of the Vatican, and that really comes in, I guess you could say, I don't know, like the 9th or 10th century. So after, to cut a long story short, so after Rome falls in the West, there are various Germanic kings who rule all the Western Empire. One of these kings, the greatest of them probably, is